Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I'm here with my sister.
Hello.
I'm Cincinnati Man. We are here to talk about what?
The Bob Marley movie.
The Bob Marley biopic. Made by who? His
His family.
yes.
And a surprisingly Brad Pitt.
Yeah. Which is kind of funny because Brad Pitt gave up smoking recently.
Yeah.
Not a few years ago. I ain't gonna say recently. So anyway, but Bob Marley is more than a smoke.
Mm-hmm.
I only seen like a teaser trailer. I was like, oh, that looks interesting. But you had noticed something, or I had noticed something when we were having a conversation. I said I never saw this much promotion for it, and I said I saw more promotion for Madam Web than I did this. But you said it was an opposite. But you said that because you watch way more TV.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. Like the internet, it was everywhere. Like, but it wasn't as much internet traffic for it. I don't know why. I kind of feel like I want you to steer this one. How do you feel about it? What are your thoughts of the movie?
It was good. I was shocked where they started.
And they started with the first concert.
Not the first concert.
Not the first concert. I'm sorry. The concert when he was getting ready to.
Yeah, to do the concert in Jamaica. I thought they were gonna start from like scratch when he was like a little boy, because I don't know much about that part of his life. I don't know. It was fine.
Do you feel okay? Growing up, we listened to a bunch of Bob Marley.
Mm-hmm.
We did. We listened to. His dad had Rastaman Vibration.
Yeah, and the Exodus album.
Exodus.
Kaya. Legend.
I went back and listened to Catch Fire. I bought Catch Fire.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you're not a Bob Marley fan, would this really inform you well on him?
Not really.
Yeah, it's an odd movie because you think you get to know more, but it's more of a
retelling, silhouette. I guess. Yeah,
it's more like this is the myth, the man, the legend who wasn't a myth, a man. He wasn't a myth. Like he said, I'm not a superstar. I'm a Rastafarian.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't really get to. You still felt at arm's length.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad movie. It just felt incomplete.
Yeah, and I said once it was over, I was like, it didn't even feel like we were in there long enough.
It's funny. You was like, why is he towering over everybody?
Yeah, because the real Bob Marley was kind of smaller.
I looked it up. Bob Marley was 5'7". The actor that plays him, if you look it up mistakenly, the internet, somebody put it in where it's wrong. They put him as 5'7", but he's really like 6'1", 6'2".
Mm-hmm. And it's a difference. So the movement was kind of looked weird.
Yeah, and the presence wasn't so much his act. It was more of his stature because you're like, what? He's really muscular.
Mm-hmm.
If they really wanted to do this right, they should have used the young version of him.
I was thinking that. Like, nothing wrong with the older one. He did great.
Bad. Yeah, he didn't do nothing bad. He's just the young one.
Yeah.
Make a whole series with him.
Yeah.
You could do a whole series with him. And I understand they don't really get into it with Peter Tosh and
Bunny.
Bunny. Because it was always a big dispute why they left.
Yeah, and I was waiting for that, and then Rita just
part of them would say like, "Oh, the management was stealing,"
and
also like Rita said, she didn't trust everything, but also over creative differences too, as well as a layer of things, and they lightly touched on it, like how you felt, and she's like, "No, that wasn't the reason." Yeah, it's interesting. It's the Wailers, but it ain't the Wailers. It ain't the Wailers. This is about Bob.
Yeah,
because we really didn't know nothing about the everybody else. You really didn't see how he met that producer / owner of the record label.
Yeah,
his kids hold him in high regard. I remember reading somewhere he helped them get their finances together with their dad's estate.
Mm-hmm.
I know you probably read about that too.
Mm-hmm.
Was there, like, as much as you You know, we watched about Bob Marley's documentary stuff. Was there anything that found anything that you didn't know?
You mean new?
Yeah.
No.
Because you watch a lot more than me. And when I was like,
did she really get shot?
Yeah, I was like, she got shot. You was like, yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
dang.
But from what I remember, she had the kids in the car, if I'm not mistaken, and they were about to leave. No, I didn't really learn anything new.
You know, the guy that played Bob Marley, I think he did a better job with Malcolm X than he did Bob Marley. He was fine as Bob Marley. He played you never saw that one?
He played Malcolm X?
One Night in Miami.
Oh, that was him?
That's him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's fine as Bob. He's not terrible. I like his portrayal of Malcolm better.
I will say, as it went further along in the movie, I not to say I didn't like him, but it was like, I don't know, I got used to it.
Yeah,
him being Bob.
Yeah.
And then it was over.
You know what's interesting? I've been going back as I was watching it. I remember how I was irked by the Malcolm X, Martin Luther King thing, how they didn't sound like themselves and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then then it hit me. I'm being too hard for one reason. One of my favorite movies of all time is Patton. George C. Scott, I think his name is Patton. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. The real like George C. What'd you say?
Nothing.
No, go ahead. Say it.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I want to see if you count what I was about to say.
He ain't look nothing like him.
No. He didn't look nothing like Patton. It was worse than that. You never heard Patton's voice. George C. Scott. You know, I can't do his voice, but he talks real like, look here, man. We're gonna eat real gruff. Like, my name is General Patton talked with a really soft voice like that. And it was like, because I think I watched a documentary or something. And they was like, yeah, he really didn't sound like him. And they showed it. I was like, yo, wait a minute. But they said he captured the essence of him because Pat didn't take no mess. And he would beat up people if they mess up and stuff and cuss them out or whatever. So maybe I'm being a little bit too hard. So the spirit of Bob, it grew during the movie.
Yeah.
I think the teenager version of him was the best version.
Yeah, I wanted to see more of that story.
Yeah, the kid version didn't really. It was fine, you know. And it's interesting how I get how they used to tease him as a kid, but it's still funny because he came out basically like my complexion. Like when he grew, you know what I mean? Bob Marley's basically like my complexion. They put me on the sun a little bit longer. That's it. But they talk about the dude like he was Drake or something. But when you compare it to where he's at,
yeah.
You know, just like, you know, our grandma, Dad's mom, she was very,
my complexion.
Yeah, dark complexion. She would fit right in. If I was right next to her, they probably would be like, "Where you come from?"
Or Ma. They probably look at me and Ma and be like,
"You right around it. You right around it. You right around it." But you like 2 shades. You was like 2 shades lighter than grandma. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Both grandmas are brown skin. So.
Grandma was dark skin. Grandma on dad's side is dark skin. Grandma on my side. See, look, we doing color.
I feel like she was my complexion.
Grandma on my side?
Both.
No.
I don't think you remember what your grandma looked like.
You remember. What are we doing? What are we?
You started this.
Happy Black History Month. Anyway.
Yeah, I would have liked them to delve more into
and Valentine's
story.
Day.
Yeah.
Into
the story, his origin story, I guess. But I mean, it was good. It was okay. I would have liked to see how some of the songs, how he came up with some of the songs, because most of them were
floated. It was just like, hey,
most of them were done.
Hey, what's that? I like that. Hey, what's this? And it just turned into it. And it was like,
or we heard it in the background, like he had already done the song and it was like a hit. Because I think it started in like 77.
Why the guitar player look
75.
like Why the guitar player look like Mos Def? When I thought it was Mos Def at first.
I did too.
Is that Mos Def?
It was kind of distracting.
And you said you think he was an actual musician?
Yeah, I think if I'm thinking of the right person, if you watch Bob Marley's live at the Rainbow Room, I think it's called.
Let me see. What was his name? Cast. I'm gonna look it up.
I don't know.
I can't believe we can't find this. This ain't right. Ain't no way.
What?
I want you to type in DeVoe and rapper, and then go to the Instagram and tell me that's the same guy. It is, but I'm just shocked.
How you spell it? D-O-V-O?
DAVO.
Oh,
The son of Junior Marvin member. Oh, he's the son. Interesting. We found it. Tell me. Because remember, you thought he was like remember you thought he was like a musician, like a guitar player.
Mm-hmm.
You click on Instagram. That's him. Don't look. You surprised, aren't you?
Yeah.
Hey, that makeup changed people. Okay. We know now. We don't know why he's not on the IMDb. Unless
here's that scene in the movie too, so that is him.
No, it is him.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I don't know why you ain't in the IMDb. I like how you was like Ziggy naming this a lot.
Yeah.
Because when he came on, he's like, we produced this for my father.
Don't do that voice.
I'm Ziggy.
You and these voices. He did a welcoming message.
Welcome. I'm Ziggy Marley. There was so much marijuana smoking. I could not believe it.
Well, duh.
As a man who's not allowed legally ever to do anything because of my job and they always tested stuff, I was appalled. I'm joking. I don't. Good for them. Good for them. Free to other people that can't do it. Free us from our bonds. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We know you don't do anything.
I don't have a problem with people that do.
I do because I can't. Anyway. Is there anything else? Let's see.
You had a problem with them not showing affection, Rita and Bob.
They showed one kiss on the cheek. Like it was a hug. Like when she showed her she got shot, he's like, "Oh, you here?" He's like, "Girl, you crazy." And he hugged her, gave her a quick hug.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oh."
Well, maybe they
I would have cried.
like that.
I like it. One of the loves of his life came back from the dead. I'm like, how long was she in the hospital?
I don't know. Must have been a couple days because she said she checked herself out, and then the concert was like, and then
it was like one look. Oh, yeah. So is it? Wait, I'm gonna let you. Is there anything else? Because there's one major thing that I noticed, but I want to make sure we get everything out, a little stuff out of the way that you thought of, or did you wonder about?
No, I thought it was good. I was surprised that it started where it started. Wanted a little more backstory. Wanted to know how the songs came.
You rather have a miniseries?
It probably would have been better.
That one documentary they put out like 20 years ago, whatever, is go to that.
There's one on Netflix.
Yeah, one. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. When they did the thing where they showed them smoking and the Rastafarians were all getting together to pray and meditate and everything, and dudes started smoking. First, I just kept on thinking of that scene out of that documentary, and I was want somebody to be like, "We shall now call you Snoop Lion." I can't get that out of my head. Oh, before the last thing that we say, there's one more thing. I'm gonna tell you right now. Does anybody else do this? And I'm blaming Marvel. I'm blaming Marvel for this. Every time I get to the end of a damn movie, I almost want to stay and see there's an after credit. I was watching this Bob Marley movie. I was like,
yeah, we stayed for a minute.
I was like, man, come on, tell me what's coming next. You like, it ain't nothing next.
Yeah.
I like, ain't nothing.
The end is the end.
I was like, can I get the family folk? Can I get something?
Oh, that's another thing. I thought we were gonna actually see him.
Wait, hold up. And before, and guess what? Anybody that heard this, they probably was like, you gonna see some Wakanda. I wasn't. And you thought I was, you're an asshole.
Well, you did.
No, that was another movie.
I mean, you just did. Anyway.
What you about to say?
I was thinking that we were gonna see him like actually pass away, like him be in the hospital and everything like that.
Yeah, they did that weird kind of like
left it on a high note,
spiritual
but
ghost thing. Like it was supposed to be his father chasing him. Then you thought it was his father.
No, I'm talking about at the end when he passed away.
No, yeah, but I'm saying like, come home and all that. They switched.
But I don't think that was his father. I think that was Haile Selassie.
No, it was. I'm talking about in the beginning.
Because if you looked at it, it was a black man, not a white man.
No, it was at the end. But I'm saying they kept it vague in the beginning. You just kept on seeing somebody on a horse. In the movie, you saw his father go almost wearing the same colors. Mm-hmm. Like on a horse.
Yeah, because that's the only picture he had.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about when she was like, I need some help with this kid. I need some help with my kid. And dude was like, I ain't helping. And then he disappeared into the field.
Yeah.
They purposely did a misdirect because it was the same colors. But when they kept flashing back, look at that. When they kept flashing back to it, to the crop and coming out and him emerging out of the crop, you couldn't see it.
I thought it was his father, and then it just turned in at the end. No.
And then they showed when he was standing, when he got off the horse and standing right in front of him, it was his dad.
Yeah, and then in the end, it was Haile Selassie.
Yeah. Okay, see where we can merge it?
Yeah, you can just cut all that out.
Yeah, we figured it out, though. They did a little misdirect.
I'm kind of glad they didn't show him in the hospital because I thought they were going to. And I thought that would have been too sad. But,
There's one thing I want to mention. Okay, the actress Lashana Lynch, from the Marvel, she's been in a few Marvel stuff. I don't know. Have you seen her in anything else?
No, only Marvel stuff.
I can't remember. I'm gonna look up her IMDb, but I'm gonna say this: everything I've ever seen her in, she was always very slim. Why they put padding on her? Ain't no way. I ain't never seen anything I've ever seen. I ain't never seen that. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
They make like why y'all do that? Why y'all, man? That was distracting. I was like, yeah, look, I'm gonna have to see more Lashana Lynch movies. You know what I'm saying? Woo! I was like, one love. Hello. This thing on? Is your thing?
Mm-hmm. It's on.
She was looking. I don't know, man. Hey, my sister. Happy Valentine's Day to me. Hey, no, okay. In all seriousness, she did great.
Mm-hmm.
She honestly, if somebody wanted to give her like a little. If somebody want to give her a nomination or something like that, I'd be cool with that. Because when she stood up for herself and went off on them, that was excellent.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Like, man.
And I kind of figured they wouldn't really go in detail about like the other women.
It was mentioned. It was mentioned. Yeah, especially when she was like, I'm taking kids, ain't even mine.
Well, she had kids that wasn't Bob's.
Yeah, but she basically saying she wouldn't have been doing her thing if he wasn't doing his thing. So I get it. Yeah, Lashana Lynch. Woo. Hey, I'm gonna be looking out for more of her movies now. Shoot. Look, you gonna be my co-host. You gotta roll.
I'm letting you have your moment.
I ain't no moment. Is it? Hey. Oh, I'm Cincinnati, man. I'm done. Would I recommend it? I don't know. Check it out for yourself. I could be wrong. I thought it was okay. I thought it was just. It was okay. It was okay. You'll definitely enjoy the music in it. You should actually enjoy the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But there's too many questions that you have when you're watching it. You're like, how many kids you got? What their names? Is Ziggy? Ziggy 1, Ziggy 2, Ziggy. And then it's like, how do you meet Chris Blackwell? And then it's like, you telling me this whole time he was just his toe was that jack. He wasn't taking no medicine. No, he's just down.
Yeah.
Well, he was taking medicine. He was taking that good herb. That herbal remedy. I'd like to know more about that guy stealing from him. Because it was mentioned, it was shown a
Yeah, I
little
don't
bit, but that'd have
know.
been cool to do.
Yeah.
But I'm Cincinnati Man. I'm out. Shout out to Bob Marley, One Love. Go check it out for yourself. I could be wrong.
I thought it was good.
I'm shocked you thought it was good. I thought you thought it was okay.
I mean, yeah, it is.
I'm about to get off here, edit the crap out of this because it was a lot of. I'm gonna edit what I just said. I'm gonna edit a bunch out, and I'm gonna look up some Lashana Lynch movies.
Look up Bob's concerts. Do that.
I'm good. I need to do more research about her. Happy Black History Month. Bye.
Bye.
I'm like, man.